Chennai 365, an effort by SKS in association with social, sports and cultural bodies to do good to a vibrant Chennai.
மனிதானி மகத்தானவன் மண்ணில் பரம்பொருளின் உருவானவன். மனிதானி மகத்தானவன் மண்ணில் பரம்பொருளின் உருவானவன். பாரதத்தாய் பெற்ற மகன், பண்பாட்டில் சிறந்த மகன், வரலாற்றை உருவாக்கும் தலைமகன் நீ. மனிதானி மனிதானி மகத்தானவன் மண்ணில் பரம்பொருளின் உருவானவன். மனம் வைத்தால் மலைகளும் உன் கைகளுக்குள் அடங்கிவிடும். இமை பொழுதில் நதிகளுமே திசை மாறி பாய்ந்துவிடும். மனம் வைத்தால் மலைகளும் உன் கைகளுக்குள் அடங்கிவிடும். இமை பொழுதில் நதிகளுமே திசை மாறி பாய்ந்துவிடும். விண்மீனும் உன் கழுத்தில் அணியாக மாறிவிடும். மண்ணுலகில் உன் சுவடு வரலாறாயாகிவிடும். அழிவற்றவன் நீ, அழிவற்றவன் நீ. உந்தன் உயிரினிலே நின்றுலவும் பரம்பொருளின் மகத்துவத்தை உணர்ந்திடுவாயே. மனிதானி மனிதானி மகத்தானவன் மண்ணில் பரம்பொருளின் உருவானவன். நம்பிக்கை நம்பிக்கை உன்னிடத்தில் நம்பிக்கை கொண்டாலே ஆற்றல்களும் ஊற்றனவே பொங்கி எழும். நம்பிக்கை நம்பிக்கை உன்னிடத்தில் நம்பிக்கை கொண்டாலே ஆற்றல்களும் ஊற்றனவே பொங்கி எழும். மரணமற்ற பிறப்பற்ற எல்லையில்லா ஆண்மானி, மனது வைத்தால் உலகமே உன் காலடியில் வந்து விழும். உண்மையிலே நீ, உண்மையிலே நீ பெரும் சக்திகளின் முழுவுரு நீ. குரல் கொடுத்து புது யுகத்தை அழைத்திடுவாயே. மனிதானி மனிதானி மகத்தானவன்.
We begin this program with the national anthem, followed by Tamil Thai Valthu.
Janagana mana adinayaka jaya he Bharat bhagya vidata. Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga. Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga उच्चल जलधि तरंगा. तव शुभ नाम है जाहे शुभाशिष मांगे, गाहे तव जय दाता। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும், சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில், தெக்கனமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும், தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே, அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற, எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே, தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே, வாழ்த்ததுமே, வாழ்த்ததுமே.
We request the dignitaries on the stage to offer floral tributes at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ma Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda. ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। परतत्वे सदा लीनो रामकृष्णसमाज्ञया यो धर्मस्थापनरतो वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहम्। This is a special event on a special day. Today is the birth date of Swami Vivekananda, which our country celebrates as National Youth Day. Swami Vivekananda wanted India to be strong and noble and act as the lighthouse of spirituality for humanity. Towards achieving this, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission brings out 22 cultural and spiritual magazines in 13 languages. Our Tamil magazine, Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam, has now completed 99 years of successful publication. It is now entering into its centenary year, and we have gathered here to begin its year-long centenary celebration, the first for any Tamil magazine. we request Swami Vimurtanandaji to begin the proceedings by welcoming this gathering. Swami Vimurtanandaji was the editor of Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam for 15 long years and is now the manager of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt, Chennai.
Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Namaste to you all. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Ramakrishna Vijayam has got two meaning. One is victory of Ramakrishna. Second is visit of Ramakrishna. Yes, every month Bhagavad Sri Ramakrishna visits the houses and hearts of devotees and readers in the form of Ramakrishna Vijayam, blesses them all with a victory, peace, and spirituality. We all have assembled here to celebrate that blessings. It gives me great joy to welcome the Honorable Vice President of India, Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu ji, as the chief guest of this function. We welcome you, sir. I also welcome the Honorable People's Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Banwarilal Purohit ji. And I also welcome Honorable Minister of Fishery, Mr. Jayakumar ji. I welcome our most revered Swami Gautamananda ji Maharaj, who, in spite of his being 92 years old, he is the fittest person to celebrate the Youth Day today. I also welcome Swami Shukadevananda ji Maharaj and all the monks and brahmacharis, devotees, students, members of Centenary Celebration Committee, friends from press and police, as well as all who have come here. So far, in our country, 4 magazines have crossed the centenary mark. 1, Prabuddha Bharata. 2nd, Vedanta Kesari, both are in English. 3rd, Udbodhan in Bengali. 4th, Prabuddha Keralam in Malayalam. Interestingly, all of them are published from Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission. Now, there is one more feather in the cap of Ramakrishna Mutt, that Ramakrishna Vijayam too enters the League of Centenarians with a circulation of over 160,000. In this way, Vijayam has become Lakshathai Kadanda Lakshya Patrikai. This is the celebration of how the lofty teachings of Hindu scriptures, of sages of holy trio have made a great impact on the society over a period of 100 years. Great stalwarts like Swami Vipulananda ji, Anna Subramaniam ji, Swami Chidbhavananda ji, Swami Paramarthananda ji have served as editors. With their efforts and blessings, Vijayam has blossomed into a full-fledged spiritual, cultural, and youthful magazines. In order to mitigate the negative impact created by some undesirable elements of the society, especially among youth, Ramakrishna Vijayam spreads the powerful message of Swami Vivekananda regularly. Vijayam carries the clarion call of Swami Vivekananda, catch them young, in providing a man-making education to the youth so as to make them self-confident, patriotic, and service-minded. Vijayam reveals to them that education is the manifestation of perfection already in man, and religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. All efforts were made to reach more number of youngsters through articles highlighting the problems faced by the students, answering and clearing their doubts. Is it not a record in the field of journals that Vijayam, a religious and cultural magazine, has got a circulation of 1 lakh student subscribers? Uniqueness of Vijayam is in its method of presenting the epics, Puranas, religious doctrines and philosophy in simple language, supplemented with the stories, and pictorials. Its readership is across a wide section of people such as devotees, traditional and modern, young and old minds seeking positive motivational thoughts as well as rationalistic outlook, etc. Religion is the backbone of India, says Swami Vivekananda. Hence, understanding of religion, practicing of religion, accommodating other religious doctrines properly, harmony of religion, and at the same time not giving up our own religion with any threat or temptation is a unique preaching of Vijayam. Vijayam becomes a compassionate mother to make all mothers mold their families according to Indian culture. Also, Vijayam imparts inspiration to teachers to create better students. Articles for teachers and mothers have come out in book forms that are fast selling. To summarize the great influence and impact of Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam in Tamil print media, today, seeing the success of Vijayam, almost all the magazines and newspapers have a spiritual supplementary or at least some separate pages for spirituality exclusively. Thus, Vijayam has become a mother of all of other magazines in Tamil Nadu. It transforms not only individuals but magazines too. This centenary of Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam is celebrated not only by Ramakrishna Math, many other great organizations, colleges and cultural sabhas have also joined with us. This glorious occasion, marked by the presence of Honorable Vice President of India, will make an impetus to this magazine to march towards the next era of spiritual and cultural administration to the youth of India. We are sure, with the blessing of Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Sarada Devi and Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Vijayam march on gloriously from strength to strength. I once again welcome you all for this great milestone of Ramakrishna Vijayam. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Thank you, Maharaj. We will now see a short documentary screening on Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam.
The Tamil monthly Ramakrishna Vijayam that lit a new spiritual light in the year 1921 celebrates its centenary this year.
How did this magazine reach this glorious milestone, blazing a spiritual trail, enlightening so many minds along the way?
It serves as a guide to mankind to realize the real purpose of this life.
It imparts spiritual wisdom to all, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, or nationality.
It brings out the glory of Vedanta and preaches harmony of all religions on the basis of the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna.
It helps us to respect and love all religions.
It guides people on the basis of Sanatana Dharma to attain higher levels of consciousness.
Indeed, it instills and fosters spiritual awareness in its readers.
Education is the perfection that is already in man, says Swami Vivekananda. In his footsteps, Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam strives with the above principles, with the noble aspiration of elevating devotees, teachers, students, youth, elders and children to a better level of understanding of life and spirituality.
Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam, the magazine that has achieved circulation of 160,000 copies, celebrates its centenary year.
The first event was conducted jointly by Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam and Chennai Institute of Technology. Over 1 lakh youngsters participated in various competitions held for recitation, drawing, oration, essay writing, poem writing for students from Standard 6 upwards.
Further, 13 other programs will be conducted each month from 2020 January to 2021 January, jointly by Sri Ramakrishna Mission and Sri Krishna Sweets. As a part of this celebration, students of DAV School, Adambakam, will stage a dance drama titled The Centenary of Vijayam. Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam, in its long journey, has had a profound impact on many young minds.
Some of the features that have benefited readers are:
For children, beautiful pictorial comics and stories, and the biopics of seers, saints, and national leaders in bright colored pages.
students, yoga, which brought the American students together;
Kalam, who won the time?
girl students of Tamil Nadu, who brought honor to our nation in NASA.
The scientist who prevented the accident.
Are you preparing for an interview?
Youth, the 14 scientists who changed the course of the world.
A village boy became the corporate guru.
National Youth Day competition highlights.
10 lakh students participated in 2012, and her relationship with Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam.
A born soldier in Kargil.
Global teachers, the special characteristic of a teacher. Vijayam for teachers. Towards the real education, the teacher who bloomed the flowers. Global teacher, specialty of teachers.
Devotees, let us learn Sanatana Dharma, the symbol of Indian soul, the mother of religious harmony, the influence of Indian spirituality in Dubai, Japa and Dhyanam, freedom struggle, and Ramakrishna Mutt.
Families and festivals. All India, Deepavali. Pongal, the festival. The greatness of yoga. Villages that survived droughts. National administration, an example. What parents expect from their children. Disaster, service and rehabilitation by Ramakrishna Mutt.
Some of the milestones of Chennai Sri Ramakrishna Mutt and Vijayam in recent times.
Chicago's centenary on the front page.
The centenary of Swami's return to motherland.
175th birthday celebration of Guru Maharaj.
Central Government Awards to Sri Ramakrishna Mission 2003.
Holy Mother's 150th Jayanti celebration in 2003.
The magazine that crossed 1 lakh in circulation. Special issue in 2007.
Centenary of Ramakrishna Mutt publication 2007.
Ramakrishna 175th Jayanti in 2012.
The Rath Yatra of Swamiji during his 150th year 2014.
The inauguration of Vivekananda Cultural Center 2014.
Nivedita 150th year special issue in 2018.
Swami Vivekananda Chicago Address 125th Anniversary Special Issue in 2019.
மனிதானி மகத்தானவன் மண்ணில் பரம்பொருளின் உருவானவன்.
We now request Srimad Swami Gautamanandaji, one of the 5 vice presidents of the Ramakrishna Order and head of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt Chennai, to bless these celebrations and this gathering.
ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Honorable Sri Venkaiah Naidu, Vice President of India, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Banwarilal Purohit ji, Minister Vijaya Bhaskaran, and respected monastic and non-monastic brothers. As you all know, the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, started by Swami Vivekananda, has been working for the past 120 years to spread the ideas of Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda and Vedanta for the upliftment of humanity in all walks and all sections. It is also serving the needy in all possible ways. Sri Ramakrishna Math Chennai, started by Swami Ramakrishnananda, a direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. It is the first branch center of our order in India, well known for its publications. Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam, the Tamil monthly of our order, has the distinction of uninterrupted publication for 100 years. It is a matter of great prestige and pride that this is the fifth magazine of the Ramakrishna order to complete 100 years of publication. Sri Ramakrishna was the embodiment, as you all know, of the Vedas. He represented the Sanatana Dharma in all its entirety. Sri Ramakrishna order has been striving to disseminate the teachings of the Sanatana Dharma through all its publications. Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam especially has been very successful in spreading the Sanatana Dharma in Tamil Nadu. Therefore, it is worth noting that the acceptance of the magazine by a large population of the state is an achievement in itself. Swami Vivekananda wanted to start a magazine to spread dharmic ideas, culture and spirituality and take the message of awakening from door to door. Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam is fulfilling the great wish of Swamiji to some extent by spreading Indian culture, philosophy, religion, scriptures, and also the character building and man-making messages of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda, and other saints and seers of India and of the world also. It includes articles on Shaivism, Vaishnavism, Advaita, Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, etc., etc. All good and great ideas find a place in Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam. It caters to the needs of people of all walks of life, including children, students, and of course the spiritual aspirants. Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam has also been conducting competitions on Swami Vivekananda's life and teachings among the school and college students at a massive scale and distributing covetable prizes every year on the National Youth Day. In 2012, the then Chief Minister, Dr. J. Jayalalitha, herself had come as the chief guest on January 12th and distributed prizes to the winners of. Again in 2018, our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, had spoken to a large gathering of students through video conference in a function held at Coimbatore, which was the climax of a competition drive involving 4,000 educational institutions in Tamil Nadu, in which around 10 lakh students had participated. This centenary year would be celebrated throughout this year by conducting programs every month in 15 places in Chennai and elsewhere. The celebrations would include events related to culture, spirituality, and human values. There will be seminars, youth camps, cultural programs, and competitions among the students. A centenary celebration advisory committee has been formed for this purpose, which includes eminent personalities of Tamil Nadu, such as Sri K. N. Ramaswamy, Director, Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Chennai, Sri Nalli Kupswamy Chettiar, Industrialist, Sri N.C. Gopalaswamy, former Chief Election Commissioner, Sri S. Gurumurthy, Editor Tughlaq, Sri Murali of Krishna Sweets, Srimati Tangam Meghanathan of Rajalakshmi Engineering College, and other philanthropists having keen interest in spiritual and social uplift of our country. The objective of the celebration is to spread the message of Swami Vivekananda and to inculcate value-based education among the youth in particular and the public in general, and to bring together all good people and institutions and make them work for the welfare of our society, religion and nation. The spiritual wave Sri Ramakrishna ushered in has been transforming humanity in a big way in the course of its evolution. This will continue for ages to come, the beginning of which we are witnessing. I pray to Sri Ramakrishna to bless our noble endeavor and to inspire and guide us all to a life of peace, joy and fulfillment. Jai Ram Krishna. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Reverend Maharaj. Our humble pranams at your feet. For unavoidable reasons, Dr. C. Vijay Bhaskar, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Tamil Nadu, could not join us, but we are very happy that we have with us on the stage Sri Jai Kumar, Honorable Minister for Fisheries, Government of Tamil Nadu. Now it is time to formally inaugurate the centenary celebrations by launching the Ramakrishna Vijayam mobile subscription app. We request Honorable Vice President Sri Venkaiah Naidu ji to digitally inaugurate the celebrations on the app. Chennai Institute of Technology conducted various competitions for school and college students to commemorate the centenary of Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam. Over 1,40,000 students participated in these competitions. The 5 first prize winners are here with us. We request Honorable Vice President to felicitate these students. First prize in speech competition, S. Nityashri. 11th standard, G.K. Shetty Vivekananda Vidyalaya, Ambattur. First prize in drawing competition, S. Priya. 9th standard, SSKV Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Kanchipuram. First prize in drama, R. Pavitra. 10th standard, Sri Ram Dayal Khemka Vivekananda Vidyalaya, Tiruvottiyur. First prize in essay writing, Shreya. 9th standard, SRDF Vivekananda Vidyalaya, Krompet. First prize in oration, K. Subhashini. 8th standard, the Hindu Colony Chellammal Vidyalaya, Senior Secondary, Higher Secondary School. Thank you, sir. It is now our joyful opportunity to honor the dignitaries on the stage. We request Srimad Swami Gautamanand Ji to honor the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu Ji. Part of the memento is Nel Kadir, a symbol of prosperity, the gift specially designed by Shri Murali of Krishna Sweets. It is a symbol of prosperity, and we hope year 2020 will bring prosperity to all the dignitaries on the stage. We now request Shri M. Murali, MD Krishna Sweets, to honor His Excellency the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Shri Banwarilal Purohit Ji. We now request Shri Hari, Secretary Naradagana Sabha, to honor Shri Jai Kumar, Honorable Minister for Fisheries, Tamil Nadu Government. It is now time for the Chief Guest's address. We request Honorable Vice President Shri Venkaiah Naidu Ji to address the gathering.
மரியாதைக்குரிய தமிழ்நாட்டின் மாநிலர் ஸ்ரீ பன்வாரிலால் புரோஹித் அவர்களே, தமிழ்நாட்டின் அரசாங்கத்தில் மீன் துறை அமைச்சர் ஸ்ரீ டி ஜெயக்குமார் அவர்களே, ஸ்ரீ பூஜ்யா கௌதமானந்தஜி மகாராஜ் அவர்களே, பூஜ்ய ஸ்ரீ விமுக்தானந்தஜி அவர்களே, விவேகானந்த கல்லூரியின் செயலாளர் சுவாமி சுகதேவானந்த அவர்களே, அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் இளைஞர்களுக்கு ஒரு சிறந்த பயனுள்ள வழிகாட்டி பத்திரிகை. நமது கலாச்சாரம், தேசத்தின் பரநல விஷயங்கள், துறவிகள், ஆழ்வார்கள், ஆச்சாரிய குருமார்கள் பற்றிய பயனுள்ள கருப்புகள் இடம் பெறுகின்றன. இந்த மகத்தான சேவை நூறாண்டுகளான செய்து வரும் ராமகிருஷ்ண மட் குழுவினருக்கு என்னுடைய பாராட்டுகள். இந்நாளில் நமது அனைவர் நிவைக்கு ஒருவர் ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ண பரமஹம்சரின் சிஷ்ய கோட்டியம் இந்து கலாச்சாரத்தின் வடிவம்சமான ஸ்ரீ சுவாமி விவேகானந்தா. My dear brothers and sisters, I am really happy. I feel blessed that I am here in Chennai for this great occasion of the Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam Tamil Monthly magazine of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission, Chennai, which is celebrating the Jayanti celebrations of the great saint of this great country, Swami Vivekananda. The Prime Minister is today in Belur Mutt, Kolkata. The Vice President is here in Chennai for the program. And in fact, the entire nation, all politicians should join such programs, because Swami Vivekananda is an embodiment of our Indian culture, Hindu culture or Bharatiya culture. The nation should forever really remember Swamiji and propagate his teachings and preachings, because which are eternal for the betterment of the mankind. But unfortunately, some people do not give much importance because there are not votes attached to Swami Vivekananda, but notes, not the other notes. Sangatil, they are very much there. I join the nation in paying homage to Swami Vivekananda, an embodiment of Hindu culture on his birth anniversary today. I salute his memory on behalf of the nation. An ardent advocate of universal brotherhood, peace, and a strong proponent of India's ancient wisdom and values, Swamiji's teachings resonate with us all the times. Through his address at Chicago's World Parliament of Religions, Swamiji introduced the timeless values of our culture and its eternal relevance for maintaining peace. Peace is a prerequisite for the progress. If you have tension, you cannot pay attention. The mankind must live in peace, in harmony. That is the message he has given to the world. A great saint, teacher, and a social reformer, Swami Vivekananda played a major role in introducing Hinduism to the West. First time, those days. I bow my head to this great son of Mother India. See the face of Swami Vivekananda, even in a photo. The glory, the glamour, and read the message. The glamour in face, grammar in message, both are very much there. If you read his teachings and preachings, you will get inspiration. Today, India is moving on an ambitious path to transform people's lives. We are on track to become a $5 trillion economy. There is a renewed interest in India world over. As a Vice President, I have been going around different countries. There is a renewed enthusiasm and interest about India, because India's culture, India's heritage, India's history, the world community likes it very much. And we have opportunity to become a strong, stable, and more prosperous nation. At the same time, we today on this great occasion, we must rededicate ourselves to the ethos, the values and teachings and preachings of Swami Vivekananda. That is the way forward for India, that is the way forward for the world as a human race. At this juncture, the timeless vision and teachings of Swami Vivekananda will continue to be the guidepost for our individual growth and collective advancement. Swamiji was a social reformer and was against religious dogmas, not against religion, dogmas. He believed in the uplift of humanity, irrespective of caste or creed, and emphasized the importance of spiritualism is for the survival and progress of mankind. He stressed the importance of spiritualism. India, one way can be said as spiritual guru for the entire world. People look to India for solace, for guidance, for spiritualism. And we in India must also practice it, propagate it, and feel proud. Swamiji has said, I quote, I am proud to be a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions are true. The only religion on the earth which says all religions are true. That is the greatness. That is the beauty of this religion. In his historic Chicago address to the Parliament of Religions, he has said, I quote, I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. I am proud to tell you that we have gathered in our bosom the poorest remnant of the Israelites who came to southern India and took refuge with us in every year, in which their holy temple was shattered to pieces by Roman tyranny. I am proud to belong to the religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnant of the grand Zoroastrian nation. Now also we are ready to accept those people who are persecuted. Though some people try to make it controversial and all. That is our culture, our heritage. This is what our forefathers have told us. That's how we practice. Each religion can enrich itself with the higher values professed by the other and realize that all paths, crooked or straight, lead to the supreme source. Truth is the essence of divinity inherent in every religion. Truth, truth, truth. Very much important. So whatever information you get, the information with confirmation is more than an ammunition. But we get information without confirmation. They make headlines. They think that headline is deadline to us, and there is no line in that. Truth is very much required. Swamiji, in his final speech on September 27th, final speech, had advocated that a Christian was not to become a Hindu or a Buddhist to become a Christian, but each must assimilate the others and grow according to its own laws of growth. So he has forewarned about one people of religion being lured by other religion and then getting converted. That is not the purpose. Each must assimilate the others and grow according to its own laws of growth. What a beautiful statement. What a great, great message. Today, more than ever, there is a need to bring down the walls that create differences among the people. We must bring down those walls. We follow Sarva Dharma Samabhavana. That is it is there in our Indian blood. People now talk about secularism, constitution. Constitution came later. But the Indian blood, Sarva Dharma Samabhavana, respect for all religions. Secularism do not mean irreligious. Secularism do not mean discrimination on the basis of religion. Secularism do not mean appeasement. Secularism do not mean insulting Hindu or this or that and all. Secularism means Sarva Dharma Samabhavana. All religions should be treated with respect. That is our civilization. I underline, that is our civilization. That is there in Indians' blood, in Bharatiya blood, and in the Hindu culture. From times immemorial, you see how people came from outside, they were all given welcome, they were given shelter, they were given patronage. How different religions also came to India, how they were respected. Because we believe every religion is important. And then the Sarva Dharma Samabhavana is the essence of our civilization. We should all understand the concepts, precepts and practices connected with Hinduism in a correct perspective. But what exactly is Hinduism? That is the question. That has to be understood. That has to be analyzed. That has to be articulated in a proper manner. As Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishna, great son of this great land, has observed, quote, we find it difficult, if not impossible, to define Hindu religion or even adequately describe it. Unlike other religions in the world, the Hindu religion does not claim any prophet. It does not worship any one god. You have crores of gods. Crores. Gods, goddesses. And if somebody want to add one more god, no problem at all. I don't think any other religion or culture accept this. You have 3 crore gods or 33 crore gods, 33 crore plus 1, your 1, add it. No problem. That is the greatness, the beauty of this religion. This Hindu does not follow any one set of religious rites or performances. In different parts, different type of performances. In fact, it does not appear to satisfy the narrow traditional features of any religion or creed. It may broadly be described as a way of life and nothing more, unquote. This is what Dr. Radhakrishna has said. Hinduism is a way of life. It is a way of life that has evolved over millions of years and has become an integral part of our daily lives. When someone asked me for a simple definition of this way of life, I had said that if you eat what you have, it is quite natural. If you snatch away what the others are eating, it is unnatural. But if you share what you have with others in need, that reflects your cultural refinement. You have a roti, you eat your roti, your chapati, bread, that is Prakruti. If you snatch away the other's roti, chapati, it is Vikruti. If you share your roti, chapati, bread with others who are in need, that is called as Sanskruti. That is Bharatiya Hindu Sanskruti. Very so simple. Anybody can understand. Unless you refuse to understand, that's a different matter. There are some people in this country who have some allergy towards this word Hindu. We can't help them. We can't help them. And they have got every right to have that view. But they are not right. Let me put the record straight. Understand what is the culture, what is the tradition. Religion is a way of worship. You worship any way. No problem. But culture is the essence of our life, Jivana Paddhati. That is what is important. That is the message of Swami Vivekananda. If you read all this thing and all. Swami Vivekananda believed in the religion of humanity. Swamiji has said that he did not believe in a god or religion. This is what Swami Vivekananda said. Which cannot wipe the widow's tears or bringing a piece of bread to the orphan's mouth. A religion which cannot wipe out the tears of a widow or bring a piece of bread to the orphan's mouth. This is what Swamiji has said. His heart pained at the miserable living conditions of his fellow countrymen. He prioritized first bread, then religion, and felt that no amount of politics would be of any avail until the masses in India are well educated, well fed, and well cared for. That the spirit that Antyodaya, taking care of the poorest of the poor, taking care of the suppressed, oppressed, depressed people, all this have evolved from that philosophy. Swamiji has said, quote, "Let each one of us pray day and night for the downtrodden millions who are held fast by poverty, priestcraft and tyranny. Pray day and night for them. I care more to preach religion to them than to the high and rich." Stressing on the emancipating role of education, he advocated inclusive education system and said, if the poor boy cannot come to education, education must go to him. This is what Swamiji has said. For Swamiji's education did not mean academic pursuits alone. He stressed equally on physical fitness and bodily health. Very few of us know that Swami Vivekananda was a good player of footballs as well. Swamiji observed that the greatest sin is to consider oneself to be weak. You will understand the Bhagavad Gita better with your biceps, your muscles a little stronger. Then only you will be able to understand Bhagavad Gita. This is what. Today the Prime Minister has to give a call for fitness India. Because we are not focusing on becoming fit. Mentally, physically. Do some exercise. That used to be part of our life. With modernization, with mechanization, with technology, with everything available on button. We don't do any physical activity, which is not good. India is a home to 65% of the Indian population is below 35 years. 50% is below 25 years. And such a great nation, which want to aspire to become a strong, you must focus, the children must focus. See the Swamiji's, the brightness. And the way forthrightly he expressed his views, and he talked about physical fitness. I appeal to each and every youngster to adopt it as a mission and spread the message of fitness among our schools, institutions, friends, families and communities. College, university, school, everybody must focus on fitness. Yoga, or any exercise you want to do, no problem, any exercise. Yoga, because Modi ji has given yoga, some people say, sir, yoga means Modi. Yoga is for your body, not because of Modi. Modi ji has taken lead to take it to United Nations, and now the entire world is respecting and trying to learn yoga. I have been to Guatemala, Peru, Panama, and also other countries, everywhere. Sri Ravi Shankar's Art of Living Yoga Center, Baba Ramdev Yoga Center, some other, every name. This is required. Yoga is an ancient art. It's not given by Narendra Modi ji alone. He just brought it forward. Ancient art which brings unity of mind and body. That is lacking for many people nowadays. That's why they are talking like that. One boy asked me, sir, yoga is good, sir, but yoga means... I said, what is your problem? Tell me. He said, yoga means Surya Namaskara. I understood. I told my dear youngster, if you have problem with Surya Namaskara, do Chandra Namaskara, no problem. Namaskara is our samskara. Practice it. We are now observing the National Youth Day, youth. And we have demographic dividend. So youth of the country must be guided properly to be physically fit. And also you might have read, I have been telling this everywhere, wherever I go. Read the international health magazines. Two things are responsible for the spread of non-communicable diseases. Very fast they are spreading. Communicable diseases we are able to reduce, thanks to our doctors, our other experts. But non-communicable diseases are spreading. The cancer is spreading, so many others are. Because we are not taking. The magazine says one is sedentary lifestyle. All magazines are saying same. Sedentary lifestyle, no physical activity. Second is the food habits, fast food. Fast food. Don't worry, I am not suggesting any food code. You can eat whatever you want. You can eat vegetarian, non-vegetarian, both together, both separately also. There is no problem, no restriction. We are a free country. But eat proper food. I am here in Chennai, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, a great agriculture scientist. He is saying that we have enough food grains, but we are not eating protein food. So we have to really take care of that also and guide our children to have proper food. Our ancient, our parents, our gurus, our society, they have lived, loved and also cooked and then eaten good food and gave it to us. We have to, thousands of varieties are there. I don't think anywhere in the world you have this many varieties of food, even in Tamil Nadu. Oh, I need not explain. From More Colombo to Vartha Colombo. From Chettinadu chicken to Nelluru Chapala Pulusu. From Pongal to Dosa to Vada to Sambar to Appam to Idiyappam. Everything is available. So, but why are we running behind? Pizza, burger. I am not ridiculing pizza, burger. They may be useful, I don't know, for those countries, for their weather, their seasons. But not fit to our country. Our weather, our forefathers have given in summer what should you eat, in winter what should you eat, why rasam, there is everything. Right? There is behind everything there is some message, some scientific research done through their life. We have to understand this. And the people are running and saying, no sir, okay, what you are saying is correct sir, but food, now we have instant food. Instant food means constant disease. You have to understand this. How can the food be instant? It has to be cooked, na? The dress also has to be stitched. You can't say, sir, instant dress. There is no need to stitch. And I just put it. It will not stand, na? Even if you put it also. It's like that food also has to be cooked properly. According to season, according to region, not according to religion, region. You go to restaurant, the restaurant people also, they follow the Western model advertisement and also good card, menu card, chicken 65. Your age is not even 25, you want to eat 65. Manchuria. Arey, you are in Himalaya. Why this Manchuria, Bulgaria, Somalia? I am saying it particularly today on the eve of the Youth Day of Swamiji's birthday. We have to really introspect according to international health magazines also and according to our own experience. please take care of your food habits, your lifestyle, do some exercise. And the schools and colleges and all, earlier PT used to be compulsory. Now there is no ground. Where is the question of compulsory? You are now running in multi-story buildings. Schools. And we must also teach our children to respect nature. Nature, culture, together for better future. This has to be understood by all. Swamiji said, let us, today I am appealing to all of you, the youngsters of the country, because I am not only speaking to Chennai audience, it will be going national, maybe international also, because the channels will be highlighting it. I am appealing to all, let us take this bridge on birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda today. His clarion call to youth was, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. That is the message he has given. Let all of us follow that. Take a pledge that with regard to our life, with regard to service, with regard to physical fitness, with regard to mental alertness, with regard to promoting spirituality, I feel the time has come for again reviving the cultural renaissance of India. Cultural renaissance of India. Like the clarion call given by Swamiji. Our youth must become ambassadors of our great heritage and culture. India was known as Vishwaguru once upon a time and was in the forefront of knowledge creation and sharing it with people from all over the world. We believe in sharing our knowledge. And we believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Entire world is one family. Share and care is the core of Indian philosophy. You want to call it Indian philosophy, Bharatiya, Soch, Vichara, Dhara, or Hindu, whatever name you want to take, you can take, no problem at all. But that has to be remembered. That is the core of Indian philosophy. Youth are the future of any nation. And they must work towards shaping India that is free of hunger. 20% are below poverty line after 70 plus years. 18-20% are cannot read, cannot write, niraksharas, illiteracy. And there are areas where people are being, certain areas, not all, discriminated on the basis of caste, upper caste, lower caste. This is not a railway compartment, sir, to have upper berth and lower berth. All by birth, we are all human beings, we are all equal. And also discriminate on the basis of gender, woman. The Swamiji's teachings, if you go through the great amount of respect he has given, talked about woman's this thing. There will be some challenges. But Swamiji said, in a day, when you don't come across any problems, you can be sure that you are traveling in a wrong path. So challenges are going to be there. Swamiji always advocated women's empowerment and gender equality. He had started the best thermometer to the progress of a nation is the treatment of its woman, unquote. This is what Swamiji has said. That is the thermometer. What is the treatment you are giving? How can you discriminate? How do you allow instances like Nirbhaya? And you take care of such incidents. Mere bill or legislation alone will not suffice. Because in India we developed a weakness. Political parties demand new legislation, anything legislation. Legislation is required, but legislation is not going to solve the problems. I remember having said in Parliament at that time in 2012, Mr. Chairman, I was not the chairman, of course I was a member only at that time, now I am the chairman, that's a different matter. I said, Mr. Chairman, what is required is not a new bill, political will, administrative skill, go for the kill of the social evil. This is social. It is a social evil. Hinduism, Hindu culture, Bharatiya Sanatana Dharma has no place of discrimination. You read Adi Shankara, what he said. You read Ramanujacharya, what he has said. You read Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishnaji. You don't find any discrimination on the basis of caste or on the basis of the gender. So youth of the country must take that pledge that they don't allow, they don't believe, they don't follow this sort of artificial barriers, and they will not allow any discrimination. They will be in the forefront to fight these social evils. That should be the will we all has to develop, and particularly the youngsters. In the 21st century, the world is facing threats of fragmentation, conflict, hatred, and irrational prejudices. The voice of Swami Vivekananda is an eternal guiding lamp for the humanity. We need to strive to spread Swamiji's teachings far and wide. In this regard, I am happy to note that Sri Ramakrishna Mutt, Chennai, has been publishing Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam, a Tamil mantri, since January 1921. It is a recent record that a spiritual, cultural Tamil mantri maintained uninterrupted publication and is celebrating centenary year. It's a great thing. I am told 3 other magazines, Prabuddha Bharata, English, Udbodhan, Bengali, and Vedanta Kesari, English, have crossed the centenary year landmark. It is praiseworthy that all the 3 magazines are from Sri Ramakrishna Mission. Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam has been propagating Sanatana Dharma since its inception. I would like to compliment them for doing this great work with like a mission. They are working like a mission, not for commission, not giving any remission or doing any omission. And they are doing it with a passion. And more people should join such movements like Ramakrishna Mission. Must join and give part of their life, time, wealth for the propagation of the ideals and carrying of the work. Swamiji has said, they alone live who live for others. They alone live who live for others. You will be remembered even after your death also. Mere wealth alone is not going to help you. It will not come with you. You know that last poem of Harishchandra, when he was going to Smasana. Nobody was following him, including wife, children, Raj, property. Same thing happened with many people. That is going to happen with us also. There is no problem. There is no doubt about it. So we must live for others. That is what is important. And all these teachings of Swamiji's, today on a National Youth Day, I call upon the youth of the country to take inspiration from the life and teachings of Swami Vivekananda and dedicate their lives for the progress of the country, welfare of the downtrodden, and upliftment of the poor. As we celebrate National Youth Day, we must also make the youth understand the importance of the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. The youth must follow the path laid down by Swami Vivekananda and lead by ideals of Tyaga, sacrifice, and Seva, service. That should be part of our life. And all these teachings, as they have done rightly, they should be published in different Indian languages. Because Indian people understand Indian languages. Only few people who are educated, they can understand English or other languages. That's why I suggest education also. Its time has come that the governments at the center and state should think in terms of having mother tongue as the medium of instruction, up to at least high school level. Up to high school level. And all magazines, all communications should also be in the respective mother tongue of people across the country. Then only you will be able to articulate better, you will be able to understand, because bhasha or bhavana ek saath chalta hai. Bhasha and bhavana, that will go together. So that is the importance. I am not against any other language. You learn as many languages as possible, but do not forget mother tongue that has come from mother's womb. If you forget mother tongue, then you will forget motherland also. Then afterwards you will start forgetting mother also, then brother also, then forget the other also. And you will forget yourself. That is going to be the tragedy. So time has come for all the people to promote, to practice, propagate mother tongue in their respective areas, converse with parents, with family members in the mother tongue, and then try to learn as many languages as possible. No problem at all, no opposition to anything, no opposition to anything. I appeal to the children here, learn mother tongue, promote mother tongue, learn other languages, learn Hindi also, no problem. My point is very simple. People may say, Sir, Venkaiah Naidu is saying this in Chennai. Yes, I'm saying it here. I said it in Tiruchirappalli. I'll say it wherever I go. More languages, knowing languages, that is always good. There is no problem at all. But only thing is, no imposition and no opposition. No imposition of language by government, but no opposition to any Indian language. This has to be understood by one and all. Once again, my dear brothers and sisters, and the great saints who have come here, and the distinguished gathering of Chennai, once again, very happy to be amidst you all today in the company of the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, company of the Minister of the Tamil Nadu government. I would like to convey my thanks to all of you, and I feel really proud and blessed that I could join this important program today. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir, for that heartfelt homage to Swami Vivekananda and the call to the youth to remember forever the eternal message of Swami Vivekananda, the message to be strong in body, mind and culture. Ramakrishna Vijayam is reaching over 1 lakh students, and we assure you, Vijayam will continue to carry forward this message to the youth in all the years to come. Now, before we conclude this short and memorable event, we have words of thanks from Swami Sukadevananda, Secretary Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda College.
Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu ji, on behalf of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt and all the people assembled here, I offer you our heartfelt thanks for gracing this celebration and making it a very memorable event for us. Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Banwari Lal Purohit ji, we have always received your ready support for our activities. We thank you for joining us this morning. Honorable Minister is amongst us from Government of Tamil Nadu. Honorable Minister of Fisheries, please accept our sincere thanks for being with us today. We look forward to your continued goodwill. Our heartfelt thanks to our most revered Maharaj, Srimad Swami Gautamananda ji, for his continued blessings. On behalf of you all, I offer my respectful pranams at his lotus feet. Our sincere thanks to Sri Murali, Managing Director, Sri Krishna Sweets, Chennai, for extending all support not only for this occasion, but also for the year-long centenary celebrations. Finally, I thank all the officials of central and state government, all the Swamis and Brahmacharins, Narada Gana Sabha authorities, and lakhs of devotees who are watching this event through live streaming. I thank admirers, students, friends from the press and the police for making this inauguration of Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam's centenary celebrations a grand success. Nandri Vanakkam.
We will now have the national anthem, followed by a short 5-minute speech again. We request everyone to kindly rise and then again be seated until the dignitaries leave. Now the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Kindly be seated. Once the dignitaries leave the premises, food prasadam will be arranged outside in the counters. But before that, Shri L.S. Satyamurthy, a close devotee and admirer of Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam, will speak in Tamil on Sri Ramakrishna Vijayam or Adishayam.
அன்பர்களே, தெய்வ திருமூவர் திருவருளால் ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ண மடத்தின் துறவியர்களே, அருட்சான்றோர்களே, அன்னை ஸ்ரீ சாரதா ஆசிரமத்தின் அன்னையர்களே, சுவாமி விவேகானந்தரின் அறவுரைகளை ஏற்று சாதனை செய்து சரித்திரம் படைக்க புறப்பட்டுள்ள இளைஞர்களே, பெற்றோர்களே, ஆசிரியர்களே, இந்த அரங்கத்தில் கூடியுள்ள ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் திங்களிதரின் வாசகர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் சுவாமிஜி ஜெயந்தியின் நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் இதழின் வாசகனாக உங்கள் முன் நான் நிற்கிறேன். உலக ஆன்மீக வரலாற்றில், உலக இதழியல் வரலாற்றிலும் இந்த நாள் ஒரு பொன்னாள். உலகத்தில் தோன்றியுள்ள அத்தனை இதழ்களும் நூற்றாண்டுகளை கடந்து நடப்பது என்பது ஒரு சாதாரணமான செயல் அல்ல. 1921ஆம் ஆண்டு ஜனவரி திங்களில் ஒரு கல்பதரு நாளில் அண்ணா சுப்பிரமணியமும் ஆசிரியராக இருந்து, மயில்வாகனன் துணை ஆசிரியராக இருந்து தொடங்கப்பட்ட இந்த ஆன்மீக இதழில், ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் என்ற ஆன்மீக இதழில் முதலாக தலையங்கத்தோடு வெளிவந்த ஒரு ஆன்மீக இதழ் என்று சொன்னால் அது ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம். தலையங்கங்கள் எழுதப்பட்டன. அந்த தலையங்கம் முதல் இதழின் தலையங்கத்திலே உலகம் போருக்கு செல்லக்கூடாது, அமைதியை நாட வேண்டும், அமைதி என்ற செய்தியை உலகத்திற்கு இந்தியா தருகிறது என்று சொன்ன ஒரு அற்புதமான திங்கள் இதழினுடைய ஆசிரியர். உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், ஒரு பத்திரிகை என்று சொன்னால் அதற்கு செய்தியாளர்கள் வேண்டும். செய்தியாளர்களோடு சேர்ந்து அந்த பத்திரிகையை கொண்டு சேர்க்கிற முகவர்கள் வேண்டும். ஆனால் ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் என்கிற இந்த திங்கள் இதழுக்கு செய்தியாளர்கள், வாசகர்கள் தான் செய்தியாளர்கள். இதற்கு பெரிய இதழ் அந்த முகவர்கள் கிடையாது. முகவர்கள் இல்லாத நிலையிலும் கூட 1,00,000க்கும் அதிகமான பிரதிகளை வாசகர்களுக்கு கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்கிற ஒரு பணியை இந்த திருமடம் செய்து வருகிறது. ஒரு வரலாற்று சம்பவம் மிக்கை சொன்னால் யாரும் அதை மிகையாக கூட கருதலாம். பொது உடைமை பூங்காவில் வலம் வந்த ஏழைகளின் தோழர் ப. ஜீவானந்தம் இந்த பத்திரிகையிலே 1971 ஆண்டிலே மிகச்சிறப்பான ஒரு கட்டுரையை எழுதியிருக்கிறார். வரலாற்றில் யாருமே மறந்துவிட முடியாத ஒரு சம்பவம். தோழர் ஜீவா இந்த பத்திரிகையில் கட்டுரைகள், ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயத்திலே கட்டுரைகள் எழுதியிருக்கிறார். அவர் சுவாமிஜியை புகழ்ந்து சுவாமிஜியினுடைய அறவுரைகளை ஏற்று இந்த சமுதாயம் நடக்க வேண்டும் என்று கட்டுரைகளை படைத்த ஒரு இதழ். யாழ் நூல் தந்த விபுலானந்தர் இந்த நூற்றாண்டு காணும் பத்திரிகையின் ஆசிரியராக இருந்து பணிபுரிந்திருக்கிறார். சுவாமி கமலாத்மானந்தர் இந்த பத்திரிகையின் ஆசிரியராக இருந்து பணிபுரிந்திருக்கிறார். இன்னும் சொல்லப்போனால் நம்முடைய மேலாளர் மகராஜ் அவர்கள் குறிப்பிட்டது போல லட்சத்தை கடந்த ஒரு லட்சிய இதழ், மனங்களை வெல்லும் ஒரு மாத இதழ். இந்த பத்திரிகையிலே தான் வாகிச கலாநிதி கீவாஜா கட்டுரைகள் எழுதியிருக்கிறார். குன்றக்குடி அடிகளார் அவர்கள் இதிலே கட்டுரைகளை எழுதியிருக்கிறார்கள். கிருபனந்த வாரியார் அவர்கள் இந்த பத்திரிகையில் எழுதியிருக்கிறார்கள். லாசா ராமாமிர்தம், சவுந்தரா கைலாசம், சுப்பு ஆறுமுகம், காஸ்டி ஸ்ரீ தேசிகன், கோமதி ராஜாங்கம், தென்கட்சி சுவாமிநாதன், தமிழறிவு மணியன், இன்னும் எத்தனை தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய பிரபலங்கள், ஆன்மீக செம்மல்கள் அனைவருமே இந்த பத்திரிகையில் கட்டுரைகளை வரைந்திருக்கிறார்கள். ஒரு வரலாற்று சம்பவத்தை குறிப்பிட்டு நான் இதை பதிவு செய்ய விரும்புகிறேன். ரமண மகரிஷி தமிழ் இந்திய ஆன்மீக வரலாற்றில் ஒரு தனி முத்திரையை பதித்த ரமண மகரிஷி ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயத்தினுடைய வாசகன் என்பதை டாக்ஸ் வித் ஸ்ரீ ரமணா என்ற நூலிலே பதிவு செய்திருக்கிறார். அத்தகைய சிறப்புமிக்க ஒரு பத்திரிகை மாதந்தோறும் நம்முடைய வீட்டுக்கு வருகிற வெளிச்சமாக இந்த பத்திரிகை இருந்து வருகிறது. ஆசிரியர் மாணவர் உறவை பேணுவதிலே, குடும்ப தலைவன் குடும்ப தலைவி உறவுகளை பேணி காத்து வளர்ப்பதிலே, இளைஞர்களை நல்ல முறையில் உருவாக்குவதிலே ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் தன்னுடைய பயணத்தை தொடர்ந்து நடத்தி வருகிறது. இன்னும் சொல்லப்போனால் 100 ஆண்டுகளில் தமிழ்நாட்டில் சுமார் 10 முறை இயற்கை பேரிடர்கள், வெள்ளம், புயல், வறட்சி, மின்தடை, இப்படி எத்தனையோ பிரச்சனைகள் ஏற்பட்ட போதும் ஒரு மாத இதழ் கூட ஒரு நாள் தாமதப்படாமல் இறையருளால் உங்கள் வீடுகளை, நம்முடைய இல்லங்களை இந்த ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் அலங்கரித்திருக்கிறது. இதற்கு காரணம் சுவாமிஜியினுடைய விருப்பம். இந்திய துறவிகளிலேயே கடல் கடந்து சென்று சமயத்தை பற்றி பேசிய ஒரு துறவி வங்கத்திலே உதித்த ஞான கதிரவன் சுவாமிஜி. இந்திய துறவிகளிலேயே மேலை நாட்டினுடைய ஆங்கில கல்வி முறையில், லார்ட் மெக்காலே கொண்டு வந்த ஆங்கில கல்வி முறையில் பயின்று இந்தியத்துவத்தை இழக்காத மனிதராக இந்தியத்துவத்தை பேணி காத்து நின்று உயர்த்திய ஒரு சுவாமிஜி, நம்முடைய சுவாமிஜியினுடைய விருப்பம்தான் பத்திரிகை தொடங்க வேண்டும் என்பது. அந்த பத்திரிகை என்பது சுவாமிஜியின் அருளால் வெளிவருவதால் இந்த ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் எந்த இயற்கை பேரிடர் ஏற்பட்ட காலத்திலும் தடைபடாமல் நின்று வந்திருக்கிறது. அவ்வளவு சிறப்பான ஒரு இதழ். இந்த இதழ் என்பது நூற்றாண்டுகளை கடந்து நிற்கிறது. நூற்றாண்டுக்கு நாம் வந்திருக்கிறோம். 1000 ஆண்டு நடக்கும்போது நம்முடைய சந்ததியினர் இங்கே அரங்கத்திலே கூடியிருப்பார்கள். நூற்றாண்டை காணும் இந்த பத்திரிகைக்கு நாம் நம்முடைய உள்ளங்களை மகிழ்விக்கிற பத்திரிகை. குடும்பத்தினர் அனைவருமே படிப்பதற்கான ஆன்மீக பண்பாட்டு இதழாக இருக்கிறது. குடும்பத்தில் இருக்கிற அனைவருமே இதை படித்து பயன்பெறுவதற்கான ஒரு வகையில் வடிவமைக்கப்பட்ட இந்த தமிழ் பத்திரிகை ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ண விஜயம் நூற்றாண்டு காணும் இந்த நாள் இதழியல் வரலாற்றில் ஒரு பொன்னாள். இந்த நாளை நாம் மகிழ்ச்சியாக கொண்டாடுவோம் என்று சொல்லி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Loved by one and all in India and abroad. Even before the phrase corporate social responsibility gained significance, it was textured into the group's value systems. And today, this phrase has been redefined by Mr. Murali as citizen social responsibility. Chennai 365, an effort by SKS in association with social, sports, and cultural bodies to do good to a vibrant Chennai. To Sri Krishna Sweets, it's no mere rule. It's not just an act. It's every citizen's social responsibility. After all, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And in the process, create a world where life's best bonds are built with love and care. And in time, they will become our strongest bond.